Referee in charge, Chang Jia Hui. And assisted by Chang Jia Son. The semi-final will be playing 25 rep. On the 8th rep, there will be a timeout of 5 minutes. Referee, Reza ready. You may begin. Good luck to our players.
丽莎哈森你好，叶剑林你好，请双方选手争夺开球选择权。听我口令，预备，3、2、1，开始。
Good afternoon, pool fans. Welcome back for the DUYA Legends International Tour. We are now at the semi-final stage, and it is Hong Kong versus Malaysia. This is going to be an exciting clash. On the left we have Ling, aka Leo. Very aggressive player. And on the right you have Reza Hassan. A very experienced snooker professional who's in recent years turned his attention to the Chinese table. And here we are. We have a timer of 2 hours and 10 minutes with 25 possible racks to be played.
比赛开始，第一局叶剑林开球。
The player with the highest points wins. Leo to break. He's hit that break really good. Watch out, cue ball. It's not too bad, it's really good. He's got a straight in. That is as good of a break that he could ask for. All he has to do is make this one ball here. Everything else is pretty simple. Ooh, good start. Little draw stroke coming up here. Or punch, wow. I always seem to get confused by the angle. Up table. Looks like it's straight, but it seems he had a lot of angle there. Well, nothing much to be done. The 6 does pass, the 9 into the bottom left. He might decide. Yeah, he just killed the cue ball. He does have a little funny angle now. I think he's gonna have to draw it where his hand is. Yeah, off the cushion. He might be stunning this. Stun follow. Yeah, that's what he's done. Good shot. He loves that shot, the stun follow. I also noticed one very peculiar thing about Leo. He is a thumper. He likes to thump the ball in, that's for sure. But every time he's on the 9, he hits it that extra 10% harder. And I have to ask him about that. If he lands decent on this 9 ball, You'll hear the sound of it going to the back of the pocket. Yeah, that was a good strike. He might land on the cushion. So he might have to just play a little soft roll here. Yeah, he's kind of elevating. He still slams it into the pocket. Yep. Well, now you know what I'm talking about, folks. He absolutely hammered that 9-ball. And that just netted him 10 points. What a start. Yeah, in all fairness, that was not a hard rack to run. It was a very easy one. But what a great way to open his account here. With a nice break and run. He had the cue ball on a string in that rack. That was the only shot on the 7 where he could have potentially faltered. It's a little bit awkward.
叶剑林开球。
Here we go again. Another good strike. The 1-ball might set up just same way it did the last track. Unfortunately for Leo this time though, it is a lot tougher to run this one. Both the 7 and the 8 are in a tough spot. He can kill his cue ball here, play the 2 in the side, 3 in the side. 5, 6 all look elementary, but as soon as he gets to the 7, things become exponentially difficult. He will try, however. I think if he can somehow move the 7 with the 6-ball maybe. It's a tough ask. The balls are not near. He's gonna drop this in the side. Perfect. He could bump the 8 here, but I don't think he's looking to do that. Doesn't really solve his immediate problem, which is the 7. That's the one he needs to be worried about right now. He's going for some kind of a topspin shot now. He is bumping the 8, okay. He solved that problem. So that's thinking 4 shots ahead. Now he needs to think a little bit about the 7. Yeah, the angle is taking him down to the bottom rail. I think he wants to hit the bottom rail and then bump the 7. Risky shot. Yeah, risky shot. He didn't have to. He didn't have to hit it full. Any other hit will land in an awkward spot. And now he's in a much worse position, whereby he could have chosen to get close to it and lay up the cue ball, but the shot was difficult. Safety here. And one thing I noticed, safeties have not been the strongest part of Leo's game. He tends to miss the snookers. He gets the basic safeties pretty well, but like you saw right here, he wanted to play with the 9 being the blocker. And I've seen him play quite a few lax safeties, leaving gaps for his opponents. He has been really good at escaping, however. His kick shots have been good. Reza Hassan, on the other hand, the biggest strength of his game so far has been his safety play. And that wasn't a bad shot. He didn't get the snooker with the cue ball, but this is almost just as good, because I don't believe Leo is gonna attempt to play this. Yeah, he's just gone for a straight up and down bank. I mean, it's not bad, but Reza can play a similar shot to him here. And that is a really good hit. Really good hit. And that's what I'm saying. Reza has been playing outstanding safety play. In his last match, in the quarterfinals, this is what won him the match comfortably. He played these kind of safeties. He did get a couple rolls in that match, I must admit, but at the same time, his safety play was stellar. So this is what he needs to do here. This is what he needs to do, and collect fouls and runouts. Okay, he wants to lay the cue ball with a lower angle on the right side of the table. He's checking also the other angle. It's really personal preference, to be fair. Both seem to be pretty good. Yeah, but this one is better. He needs a little bit of a higher angle, because now a low right cue ball gets him one rail going towards the 9. Reza is much more methodical compared to Leo. Leo plays very quickly. Ooh, he's overcooked that. He didn't hit it as good as he wanted. Just gotten too much into the cue ball. He can still make it though, but it might be a scratch. Looks close. He might decide to bank this into the side pocket. I think that's what he should do. No, he's going for the cut. I'm going for the cut. He's missed it. He's missed the cut. I think it's safe to say he's left him an easy shot here. I think it's far enough from the cushion to be potted comfortably. If this ball was frozen on the rail, it's not as easy as it looks, but I think it's okay. Yeah. And that was kind of a big mistake by Reza, because what he doesn't want is getting Leo picking up free games, because Leo is dangerous. He might do a break and run at any moment. His break has been superb in this tournament.
第3局，叶剑麟开球。10秒。
Another blaster of a break. And this one here looks just as easy as the first one he ran. Even better. This is a really easy rack. All he has to do is get good on the 2. And I think it's pretty elementary. All he has to do is play a bit of high cue ball. Roll it straight back, middle of the table. He's a little shy on pace, but it's okay. He can still cut this in the side pocket, I believe. Unless he wants to play the corner. Looks like he's playing the corner. Okay, well, what looked like a super easy rack. Now he needs to come up with a shot here. Yeah, he missed it. That was a big let-off for Reza, because to me it looked like a super easy break and run. Now Reza can fire back. He needs to make this shot though. This is a tricky shot. I'm curious whether he wants to play a drag shot, which I think is what he's doing. Yeah, well done. Well struck ball. Reza has been hitting the ball good. He's been smooth. Once in a while he gets a bit of body movement going, and that's when he misses. He usually overcuts. But overall, he's been hitting the ball really nice. I think he's recently changed his cue. I see he's playing with an ash shaft. Yeah, he's using a conical tapered ash shaft, a shorter shaft, especially for hay ball. It sounds not that stiff. I mean, I'm gonna have to try it. It's definitely getting the job done in this rack.
第2局，李莎哈申胜。
Alright, that was an important rack for Reza. Very important rack. A big let-off. Ling had a chance for his second big goal of the match, because his break was an absolute monster. And he had the easiest of starts. All he had to do was move the cue ball a little bit further down. But he hit that one ball just a hair too thick. And that's exactly how he missed the 2 as well. And from there, it was elementary for Reza.
第4局，里沙哈山开球。
Okay, I think Reza Hassan has picked up on Leo's success of the break, and he's gonna try the same thing. He cut it a little bit on that one though. I'm not sure if he wanted to do that. I don't even know if that's a legal break. Is that a legal break? Because I think 3 balls need to pass the head string, but I'm not sure. The referee did not pick up on it. I'm not sure whether maybe I missed it, but Reza Hassan is trying to go for the big gold. He tried to make that 1 ball. It was close. It was a good effort. And he did land okay on the 2, but unfortunately the 1 hangs up in the pocket. Little rail first shot here. Needs to watch out. It's very hard. Oh, wait a minute. What was that? He was miles off. Did he not judge the angle? I mean, he was like a good quarter ball away. The 1 ball was in a good spot, not too deep in the pocket. Not sure what went wrong there. Maybe deflection got him a little bit. That was a big mistake by Leo. Yeah, Rez has gone through the gap. Not bad. Good line. Nicely done. Good angle. This is a little bit touchy. It was touchy. He had to spin the cue ball to get it far enough to clear the 8 and 9, and that's where he overcut it. So a couple of big mistakes this frame. Both players messing up easy shots. Leo here is going for his usual, and he got a big roll there. He could have landed way worse than this. He's kind of overcooked that punch. This is still tricky. To make this and land on the 6. He could follow this ball. It will take him through the gap. Yeah, he's just playing safe. No point to even try. But once again, the cue ball line on his safety play has not been very accurate. So he's left Reza with a very good chance to reply with a much more precise safety, and I think he's gonna try to move the cue ball under the 8, thinning of the 5. Let's see whether Reza has better pace control. Yes, he does. A jump is coming up, surely. Leo has been really good with these jumps. Let's see. Ooh, that was very close. He might still make it though. He might still make it. He did. He fluked it in. Look at this. He's got a shot. I guess fortune favors the brave. That's the saying, but I'm not sure what that was all about, but he'll take it.
第4局，叶剑麟胜。
So a little bit of fortune helps Leo to take a 12-point lead in this match. The score is now 18-6. It is a winner break format.
叶剑麟开球。
So the idea here is to win a rack and follow up with a big gold potentially to really put some distance between him and his opponent. There was another smashing break. Look at the balls, they're all traveling. They're all headed to the same pocket like a choo-choo train. And he's got a jump, but I tell you what, this is very makeable. I see him making this and getting position. If he does, the big gold is there for the taking once again. What a shot. Well done. In all fairness, that was the easiest of the jumps he had to play, but he hit that really nice. The only problem here is the 6. And Leo knows that even if he gets straightish on it, it is still a tricky shot. I like him playing from mid-table position, but he might decide to be close to the rail there. Yeah, that's what he's looking at.
岩石。
He's taken his extension, and rightfully so. This is a key shot. Yeah, he's gone mid-table position, and I like that better. Even though it's a little trickier to cut this ball down the rail, you don't have to slam the cue ball. You have a lot more pace control. However, he's overcooked it. He wanted to be a lot less wider of an angle here, but it's still okay. Needs to bear down. It is missable, however. It is missable, and he missed it. And this is the second time in a row that Yipkin Ling had an opportunity for another big gold. He could have had 3 big golds in this match already. But as it stands, he's let Reza back in once again. And that was a beautiful shot by Reza. It looked easy, but he put a lot of right hand spin on it, making the shot much tougher. But it is what got him perfect on the 7. He's gonna check this cue ball here. Done very well. Well, Reza is still in this match.
第5局，李
He's
莎哈山
pulled
胜。
another one back. He only trails by 8. That could be easily overcome with a break and run, or even a small gold. Let's see, 7 points. So early days here. I fear that if Leo keeps blundering opportunities to score big gold, all of a sudden the luck is going to fade away from his break. This is how it usually happens. If you have a couple breaks that look perfect, but you fail to capitalize, all of a sudden it starts to go the other way. Reza, on the other hand, desperately needs a good break here.
第6局，李莎哈山开球。
He's made a couple balls. No, he's made the 5. Okay, he made just one ball, the 5. He's left himself a bank on the 1 if he really wants to attack. It's still tough though, because even if you bank this one and get to the 8, run the balls, get to the 8, the 8 to the 9 is gonna be very tough. He might try to flick it here by trying to cut the 1 in the side pocket. Okay, he almost did. It's not bad though, he landed alright. I think his best bet is to punch this with a lot of right spin out of the corner. It's a kind of a stun with a lot of side shot. He might follow this as well, 3 rails, but it is risky. The 4 ball might come into play. Yeah, there it is. But he's taking the gamble, and it's paid off so far. Ooh, yeah, that was the shot he had to make. Slightly jacked up, straight in. So easy to miss on this pocket. He's left Leo with an awkward shot here though. I mean, he's gonna have to side stroke this. It's gonna make it though, I think, but ooh. Well, I guess not. Yeah, that was tricky. It looked easy. But because he was so over the table, his eyes were not in line. Okay, I think Reza was drawing the cue ball for the side pocket, to be fair with you, but he ended up with a decent shot in the corner. Nicely done. But like I said earlier, everything in this rack will come down to the 8 ball. That was a nice play by Reza. Chose to move the 7 a little bit closer. He needs to get close to this 8. This is the key. Yeah, he's asked the ref to clean the cue ball. This is the shot. What a hit. What a hit. That is the best shot of the match so far. Under the circumstances, superb. And that was a superb clearance by Reza. That will send a message to his opponent that
第6局李莎哈申胜。
he's here to play.
第7局李莎哈山开球。
Here we go. Rack number 7. A much better break from Reza. Much better break. Does he get a good bump? He doesn't have a shot. What he does have is a lock-up safety. And he's got more than one way to do it. He could use the 1 ball. He could run the cue ball off the 1 behind the 5. He could also maybe play a little simpler and stick the cue ball behind the colors and bank the 1. Although that looks maybe a little bit off angle. I think the first shot is better. Let's see which one he chooses. He's gone for the bank. Oh, he went for full aggressive play. And that might have backfired on him because he had such an easy safety. He decided to play a combination bank shot. I'm very surprised, but I guess he wants the big gold, and that's how you score the big points. Well, from my perspective, I don't believe the 3 ball can pass into the side pocket. Leo is having a look. It might just about. It can be very deceiving angle, but I think it does not. And he doesn't really have a great angle to run into it, unless he hits it like that. What a shot. Unlucky, very unlucky not to open that ball over the pocket. He can still kick this. There's a good chance of making it if you kick. I like the kick, honestly, because safety here is tricky. You only have the left side of the 3 to play. You either could play a stop, a straight in, or left side of the 3, because anything on the right side will obviously yield a scratch. So the kick, I think, is much better, and he's going for it. He's going for it. Oh, yeah, okay. He's hit it a touch too soft, and as a result, I believe he wanted to go 1 cushion, but because he hit it so soft, it slid wider and ended up hitting 2 cushions, but way too thick. Reza Hassan with another difficult shot. Ooh, that is just an amazing pot right there. Okay, well, Reza is feeling good, no doubt about it. He's made 2 superb pots down the cushion. Played a nice little shot there, using inside English to move the cue ball. Needs to keep it simple here. I think he's gonna take the 7 into the top right. He doesn't really have to do much, just a little rolling ball or replay stun. Yeah, he's done well. Very nice. A stun follow. That is not an easy shot to execute, to move the cue ball just 3-4 inches forward. That was a good strike. And just like that, Reza Hassan ties up our match at 18
第7
points
局，李
apiece.
莎哈山胜。
Reza is the only last remaining Malaysian player left in this tournament. Of course, given that it's been held here in Kuala Lumpur, the majority of entries for
第
Malaysians,
8局里沙哈山开球，
but it is a very strong international field. And it's very clear the reasons why he is the last Malaysian player left. I think he's been the most consistent. He's also played very smart. Nothing fancy. Excellent safety play. But right now, in this particular rack, I think he's gonna go for the big gold. Because this is a nice layout. Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, he butchered that. He absolutely butchered that shot. So a lot of body movement. And just when I was praising him, it seems like the commentator's curse is real. Next time I'm just gonna say what a terrible player he is. He might actually make the run out. Okay, let's try this. What a terrible shot Leo just played. I mean, actually it's not the best shot, but it's still okay. But because of that weird angle now, he's gonna have to punch this. He's gonna have to hit this good. It's awkward. Wow, what a strike. I mean, he is by far in this tournament the best stun shot player. I mean, he hits those stuns so good. Maybe too good on that occasion. Yeah, that's not a good safety at all. I'm not sure what that was all about. And this is what I mean. Leo is definitely an excellent putter. He has a very high gear when it comes to running out, but his safety play has been pretty dismal if you ask me. Because Reza here might go for this. What a strike. Beautiful shot. And this could be the first time that Reza takes the lead in this match. If he can deposit the 9, which I think he will. And this is big.
第8局里沙哈山胜，官方暂停5分钟，5分钟未到判负一局。
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're gonna take a short break. 10 minutes, we will be back.
式台球桌终结者。DUYA 老式台球桌终结者。
犯规。自由球。
Scratch on the break. A scratch on the break is not how you want to start an intermission, or post-intermission rather, play, but so is this miss on the 2. So once again, Reza Hassan is off the hook. Tricky little shot here. Is he gonna try to cut it, or is he gonna play safe? I think he's playing safe. No, he's gone for it. Okay. What a shot. Reza has been making these shots. It seems like there is no fear of any rail shots today. Yesterday he was a lot more cautious, choosing to play safe. But it seems like today he knows that he needs to be more aggressive. And so far it's been paying off. Nice little follow shot here. One rail. Yeah, watch out for the 7. It's not bad though. Another one rail position, unless he chooses to bump it. Oh my goodness, he's missed a shot. He's bumped the 7, missed the 6, and basically served the rack on a silver platter for Ling. That was a big mistake. We have 2 semifinals going on concurrently. On the other table, TV table 2, Andrew Paget is playing. And he is quite heavily down in that match at the moment, from what I can see. But it is his turn at the table. In the meantime, Leo is wasting no time in punishing Reza's mistake.
第9局叶剑麟胜。
Yeah, that's where things started to go wrong. But Leo made a big miss on the 2, and Reza had it all open here. With the easiest of plays. And I don't know, maybe he just took his eye off the ball, lost his focus. Because that 6 ball, it looked like you couldn't miss it. But as you can see, even that can be missed on this table.
第10局叶剑麟开球。
A very nice strike by Leo. Held the cue ball, got the 1. He might have to play a combination shot, but it's not so bad. Everything else is in the open. He's got a good line on this combo. If he pots this, the 1 ball is gonna track and stay near the corner. The cue ball is gonna roll forward and stay to the right of the 1. So no chance of losing position here. Just make the ball. Just make the ball. Oh, he's missed it. Yeah, he erred on the side of caution there. And he's kind of hit it a little bit too thick, I think. Or was it too thin? Well, whatever it is, Reza is not gonna have that problem. Because he's got a much easier combo now. And the 1 to the 3, the 3 to the 4, 5, 7, 9, all look open. And this could be a chance to score small gold for Reza Hassan. However, he plays a very loose positional shot. He landed with the wrong angle. He was supposed to be above the 3, so you could just roll it in and drop in on the 4. But as it stands, he might have to show us some maneuvering here with the cue ball. He's got a couple of options, but I think the stun with left going 2 or 3 rails is probably the best play. Let's see. He might draw this as well. Yeah, he's going for the deep draw. Risky shot. But what a play that was. Beautiful shot. Yeah, I needed to play that ball really slow, really soft. He's done well. A nice 2 rail here out of the corner. A touch of stun right, 1 tip below center, 1 tip right. Should get the job done. Yep, perfect. He has a good line. He might have to use the rest on this. He is a righty, unless he can play left-handed. Yeah, he's close to reaching it, but he might need his extension for this. Yeah, the angle's tracking him to there, but I think the slide is a little bit more on this table than he expects, so if something is to go wrong, he probably might land with a bit of a thinner cut on the 9 that he expects. Let's see. Yeah, he went the other way. That's a much smarter play. And he did land with a slightly thinner cut, but it's as good as it can be. Alright. Reza Hassan takes the
第十
small
局李莎
gold.
哈山小金胜。
Xiao Jin is what it's called. And that is the right time to do it. He takes a 3-point lead. Yeah, this was the recovery shot he had to play. And he's done very well with it. Put a lot of action on the cue ball.
第11局李莎哈山开球。
That was a really good break by Reza. He's made the 1. He's left himself with a nice shot on the 2, but as we can see here, the 4, the 5 are a little bit tricky. There is a chance for a cross-side bank on the 4, so he still can try. I think that's his best chance to score more points. Ooh, he's played a lot of spin on that. Wow, he's trying to move it. I'm not sure why he did that. Why not just play for the bank? I think he tried to bump it, take his chances. Yeah, I didn't like that shot. He can still maybe play a cross side. It's on, I think. Yeah, he's tried it. He's overcooked it with this English. Maybe a little bit too much inside. Leo is gonna have to work here. He's got a straight in on the 4. But the 5-7 combo is not as elementary as it looks from here. You gotta make the 4 first though. And he fails to do so. I think he was distracted, I'm not sure what happened. He was looking over, like something distracted him. This could be the case sometimes. You hear something. Well, it looks like he's not the only one distracted, because Reza misses that shot by miles. Yeah, he's having a slight smile on his face. And Leo needs to play safe, I think. Thin this ball on the left, send the cue ball up table. He's done very well. That was a good shot. Reza's got two ways to play safe here. He could try to use the 9 as a barge board, or try to get the cue ball wedged in. This is a very delicate one. He's done well. A Marseille shot gone wrong. It wasn't easy to get that kind of curve on it. The table does slide a lot more than what he is expecting. So the spin doesn't pick up so easily on a Marseille shot. Wow. Yeah, Reza was trying to do a 2-in-1 on that. He was trying to make the 4, bump the 8, and leave himself shape on the 5. I mean, it is certainly the right idea, because if he did complete his task, it would have been a much easier run-out. But you've got to make the ball you're shooting. You've got to make the ball you're shooting. And both players, at the moment, are all over the place. It's like they can't make a ball. I feel like something is distracting Leo. He's not feeling comfortable. You can see it in his body language. He's just not quite there yet, mentally. Reza, on the other hand, I think is... Yeah, that was a good effort. Very good effort. He almost got there with that Marseille. But yeah, both players with multiple mistakes in this rack. But even so, right now, the 4 and 5 are in the pocket. But how do you get from the 5 to the 6? The 7 is blocking a natural path. So I think his best bet here is to run the cue ball into the 7 on this shot right here. He can do it. It is a tricky line, but it is possible. A thin slice here, one rail. Oh, he's made the 5. That's what he didn't want to do. Yeah, he tried to take a chance. And I don't blame him, because even if he didn't make the 5, it would be very hard for him to get from the 5 to the 6, if not impossible. Okay, a safety here. Oh, well, he didn't think of safety. He wanted to make that. He gets away with it, I think. Well, it is a makeable pot for Reza, but it's tricky. On the other table, Andrew Paget is down by about 40 odd points, so that's turning out to be a one-sided affair so far. Is this a two-way bank shot? No, just a straight safety. And once again, Leo does not get the result that he's expecting. He wanted that cue ball behind the 8. Look at this. Look at this. It's a good shot. A really good shot. The story of this match has been so far Leo having the best chances off the break, but somehow he falters. A safety battle ensures that Reza takes the advantage. Three rail position here. A little shy on pace, but it's not bad. And once again, Reza is picking up the pieces
第11局李莎哈山胜。
to capitalize off another mistake from Ling. Reza Hassan leads by 10 points.
第12局李莎哈山开球。
A very nice break by Reza. He's got a shot. The three is on. Okay, he's made the 2. He's landed awkward on the 3 with no clear pocket. So I don't think big gold is on the table anymore. Unless he tries. Yeah, he's played safe all the way. He's done very well. This is where Reza has been excelling. Most of his safety shots, he's ensuring the cue ball is in a safe spot with an obstructing ball. While Leo, so far, has been playing safe, but his results have been less than stellar. A good strike right there. He might get away with it though. Oh, did he freeze him up on the 7? Wow, I think he did. Reza has a big smile on his face. I don't think he can make this. He might be able to. He has to play a kick shot here. He has to play a kick shot. Yeah, this could be a big momentum swing. But here's the thing. Look at where that brown 7 is. He's looking to move it right now. 2 rails into the 7. A very dangerous shot. Missed it. Still got a chance though. Sometimes you just have to go for it. Find yourself close and make the 7. We've seen Reza make that shot already in this match. A very similar shot along the rail. So it's very doable. It takes a perfect strike. He's a bit straight here. Let's see if he can cheat the pocket a little bit, find an angle with a top spin. High inside. Yeah, it's pretty good. This is the shot. This is the shot. He knows it. This takes perfection, nothing less. This takes perfection, and that's exactly what that was. What a shot. In equal measure, that was his best part of the match. And just like that, Ling has pulled one back.
第12局叶剑麟胜。
He's still 6 points behind, but we're not even halfway stage in this match. On the other table, we are looking at Andrew Paget breaking, so he's managed to pull at least one rack back. I think he's trailing by 33 points, I believe. Yeah, that 7-ball Leo played was simply superb. Yeah. Never a doubt. That ball hugged the rail, clean into the pocket. I think the referee told Leo to sit in his chair, calm down. I was told the same thing in my match the other day. For hovering too much around the table, waiting to play.
第13局，叶剑麟开球。
It shows that Leo is eager. He's definitely eager. He's still a little bit anxious, I can see that. But if he can get a break and run here. Ooh, the cue ball. Where's the cue ball? This is tough. Does he go for this?
比赛时
I
间
don't
与
know.
伙伴，
The angle of the
Time
cue ball
pass.
is gonna take him towards the 2. Yeah. Not too sure whether he was even attempting to make it. I think he was just trying to hide the cue ball. He hasn't done so. He's left Reza with a pot, but even if he pots this, what does he do with a 2? It's hiding behind the 8. We could be in for a long rack here. I don't expect any player trying to pot these balls. Yeah, that wasn't a good effort by Reza. He normally gets these safeties. He wanted the cue ball under the 9. Yeah, that was not a bad effort. He's overcut it a smidge, I think. I think neither player wants to pot this 1 ball until the 2 ball is opened up. And Reza is playing exactly for that. And that was a smart shot. Very smart shot. He opened up the cluster and left a jump for his opponent. This is not an easy jump. He's a bit awkward with his bridging. Oof. But he got a good, fortunate roll there. Or has he? Reza might have a gap here. I think he does. Good shot. A nice drag shot. He had to hit it perfectly. Reza plays with a soft stroke. He's very smooth. He's definitely Exactly the opposite of Leo, who is a thumper, likes to punch the ball. Reza has a very good soft touch. He's good with the wrist as well, being a snooker player. His safety play is definitely stellar. Probably his strongest part of the game. But he's been making clutch shots today as well. So overall, I think he's performing up to his standard. Made the 3. He's got the 4, probably side pocket. This is a delicate little cut here. Delicate little cut. Awkward. This is probably the hardest shot on the pool table to visualize the correct aiming point. An awkward card into the blind side pocket. Yeah, and that's exactly what I mean. It was not easy. Reza is disappointed with that effort. He thought he's gonna make that, but it's so often the case that trying to cut a ball into the side pocket like this from that angle drives it into the far knuckle. Ooh. He definitely drove that ball into the far knuckle. But he had to play it like that. Cheated the pocket to hold the cue ball. Now he's got a perfect line for a screw back. Yeah. Nicely done. It looks like the angle is a bit funny. He might have to do another screw back. Low left. Nice smooth strike. I think that's what we are going to see. He's overcooked that, I think. Yeah. It's not bad. He let his stroke out on that shot. Well done.
第13局，叶剑连胜。
On the adjacent table, Andrew Paget is about to pot the 9. And he has pulled back, but still trails by a significant score. But 35, 36 points. Yeah, that was a nice little draw shot by Leo. Low left English, loaded the cue ball up
第14局，叶
and
剑麟
landed
开
all
球。
the way at the top rail. Could have been a problem. He landed with a good angle, but could have landed dead straight too, the way he played that shot. Okay, it's perfect on the 1. He's hit a good break, made the 5 ball. The 2 is not potable, but I think there is a carom maybe, if he can get on the left side of these balls. He can make a carom, move the 2, pot the 3, and leave himself a shot. I think that's what he's trying to do here. Let's see. Yeah, that's what he's going for. Has he gone far enough? I think it's okay. This now is a very thin carom from this line, I see. So he's gonna have to feather this 2 to make the 3. The problem is the 2 ball might not land very favorably for him. The 2 ball might not land very favorably for him. Yeah, he's hit that thicker than he wanted. A 1 rail kick coming up. Hoping for a little bit of luck. It's gonna hit it firm, separate the balls. Yeah, he's done very well. It's a good shot. Very good shot. Reza here can try a couple of things. None of them are very easy. It looks like he might even play a split safety, splitting both balls. Okay. Yeah, this might be okay. Yeah, good experience there, knowing how to split the balls like this. I think he played it as a two-way shot. If he hit it a little thinner, he might bank the 2 into the corner. Leo is going to try to use the 8. He fails to do so. And I think Reza here has a chance to stick him quite hard behind the 8 ball. A bit of inside spin, just controlling the cue ball. Oh, he's double kissed it. I don't think he expected a double kiss. On the other table, a comeback might be brewing. A little bit tricky here. Needs to watch his position. He needs to land through the gap. He needs to have that gap. Yeah, I know what he was trying to do. Open the 9. But is this something that has come back to bite him? I don't think he needed to do that. The 9 was sufficiently off the cushion. And there was an easy cross-side bank. Leo here
延时
bit a little bit more than he could chew with that shot. And finds himself in a bit of trouble. He needs to jump. What a strike. What a shot. That was a highlight reel shot. An amazing jump shot. And that's gonna give him a lot of confidence.
第14局叶剑连胜。
That is definitely a potential turning point that's gonna make him feel really good. One hell of a jump. Let's have a look at it again. This is where the error happened. He tried to open up the 9. I suppose that was the right shot. The 9 was not in an easy spot, but this jump was just something else. 2-rail position. We are neck and neck in this match. No player has led by more than just a handful of points. And I think we're gonna be going down to the wire here.
第15局叶剑麟开球。
We still have just under an hour of play to go. Ten more racks. What a break. What a break by Leo. He's got the 1 dressing up over the side pocket. 2 is reasonably in a good spot. If he can get to the right side of the table, it's not gonna be easy. The only shot I see is a little stun with left spin through the gap. Or maybe a thin slice on the 1. Yeah, going above it or into it. It's tricky, but it's worth a shot. He wants the big gold. He wants the 10 points. Surely. Okay, it's landed good on the side pocket. All right, I drop this ball in. The 3 is there. The only thing here is, what does he do with the 4? I do think it passes in the side pocket if you land close to it. He's looking at a bank shot. That's another option as well. Yeah, he's gone for the bank. He's landed okay. He might need to chop this a little bit with right English, just to shorten it up, just a hair. I think that if you play this with outside, it's gonna go a little wider. Either way, it's gonna be a firm strike. Oof, and firm strike that was. Wow, he almost scratches. But he lands perfect. Short side position here on the 6, I think. Drop this ball in. One rail. It's a little bit thicker, I think, than he likes, but just a little drag with a bit of spin should get him there. Okay, he's going to go around the tee. Wow, okay. Yeah, that was not bad. Just wanted to make sure he didn't snooker himself on the 9. Nicely done. And Leo hits the 9 ball 10% harder. You could hear that going to the back of the pocket across the whole pool room. In the meantime, on this second TV table, Chen just misses an easy 9 ball, leaving Andrew with a chance to pull one more rack back. But this is a tough shot. He's playing safe instead. Yeah, that bank from Leo, cross side, required a very forceful hit because he had to narrow the angle.
第16局，叶剑麟开球。
Another very nice break from Leo. It's a difficult shot, but it is doable. Top left corner. He has an easy safety too. Now let's see how he's feeling. Do you go for the 10 points, or do you settle for a potential 7 plus maybe a foul? I think he wants to go for 10. I'll be trying to go for 10 here. Cut this ball in. Good shot, very good shot. Does he get lucky though with the position? So, he's got a chance. The 7 ball is there. He needs to play the correct line. Maybe following the cue ball. to try and land on the 4. Let's see. Yeah. Ooh. Wow. I'm surprised that stayed up. How does that ball stay up? Alright, a good chance for Reza. He needs to come back. He's been on the receiving end of a couple of runouts from Ling, including another break and run, and that's why he finds himself 12 points behind. This is the tricky shot. He knows it. He needs to settle himself. Letting the cue ball be cleaned is a good way to settle yourself. Distract yourself a little bit so that any negative thoughts can leave your head. It's a very useful trick that many players do. Oh, but it hasn't worked. He's hit it a little bit too thick. Yeah, Reza knew he had to convert that chance. He failed to do it. And this could be trouble for him in this match. This is not the time to make a mistake like that.
第16局，叶剑麟胜，官方暂停5分钟，5分钟未到，判罚。
Looks like we're going on a timeout break, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back.
Timeout 5 minutes.
Still plenty of racks to be played.
DUYA 老式台球桌终结者。 式台球桌终结者。
暂停结束，比赛继续。第17局，叶剑麟开球。
Welcome back to the semi-final of the DUYA Legends International Tour. This is leg 1. We are in Malaysia here. And Ling has almost made the 9. Wow. He's made 3 balls on the break. He's got a chance for another big gold here. Overall, I would say the players have been pretty evenly matched. Reza Hassan has been much more consistent with his safety play, but the break of Leo is what's been giving him the advantage in this match so far. But his pressure potting has not been stellar, let's say. Reza Hassan has a chance.
10秒，延时。
Ooh, yeah, that was a tough shot. He tried to go 2 rails up and down the table. And I think he's hit it just a little bit thick. Tough little shot here for Leo. He's made it. Yeah, he didn't get the action on the cue ball. He wanted to land further down table. Safety is not as easy as it looks. It's a touch little safety if he wants to use the 9. Maybe a touch of inside spin. 2 rails under the 9. Yeah, it just double kissed a little bit. And I'm not sure whether Reza has an edge here, whether he could pot this ball. It's possible that he might be able to pot it. And if that's the case, that is a very poor safety play again by Ling. Good pot. A very nice shot. A stun draw. He knows this is a pressure ball here. He needs to roll this gently. The top right corner. Very missable. but needs to be done. Oh, he's gone for the big stroke instead of trying to roll it. And I think that got the job done perfectly for him. And now he can pull another 4 points back. Oh no, what was that? Oh boy. Well, that is the kind of error that Reza cannot afford to make. I think he was on a small gold run as well, 7-point run. Yeah, he's shaking his head. Well, he's not the only one hitting balls a little bit awkwardly. So that mistake was not punished. Oh, one more time Reza makes a big blunder. Very unexpected. And Leo is not gonna make the same mistake twice. This is a big turning point in this match. This was the positional error that allowed Reza in this rack, but I don't know how, after doing all the hard work, he missed the most easiest of 7 balls, and he's done it twice. This is the first miss, which was very surprising. This is the second miss. The second one was even easier. This could spell disaster. There is a 20-point gap now. But we still have plenty of time to play. 35 minutes left. Wow, that 5 ball screamed into the side pocket. It's as if he didn't want to drop, but still went in. No easy chance here. Unless Leo is feeling very adventurous and tries to bank this one into the 8. But I don't think he's gonna try that. Containing safety perhaps. He's got 2 ways to play it. Cue ball or object ball. I think he's gonna probably hide the cue ball on the top side of the table, banking the one near the 5. No, he's gone the other way. He's trying to bank the cue ball. I think that was a more prudent play. He's controlled it very well. One rail kick from Reza here. Missed it.
犯规。自由球。
Bam. That's what you hear when Leo is shooting the 9
第
ball.
18局，叶剑麟小金胜。
And just like that, the margin is close to becoming insurmountable for Reza. Leo has definitely picked up his pace in this match. He's starting to play a little bit more relaxed, and that foul plus complete run nets him 8 points total, I think.
第19局，叶剑麟开球。
Yeah, that was a good replay of a very confident run out. He might be in for another one here.
10秒。
Yeah, he might be in for another one. He's been breaking really well in this match. Most of his breaks, there is hardly any ball on the rail. Reza Hassan has been having to deal with pretty tough layouts with balls on the cushions. Leo, from the very beginning of this match, has been having a very productive break. And it seems like this is the biggest differentiating factor between both players so far. He's moved the 8 into a bad spot. Definitely not what he wanted to do. He can come back for it later. He can bank it. It's not that bad. Nice little draw shot coming up here. Let's see if he goes all the way to the top rail. Yes, he is. He's definitely feeling good now. His arm is locked in. He could choose to bump the 8 here. He has the line. I'm not sure if it's necessary, but it is doable. He's trying, maybe. He is trying. I mean, he touched it, but just didn't get the speed. He wanted to bump it, maybe half ball over the side. Yeah, nice little pot there. Does he bump the 7 or just play it from there? Okay, he's played it from there. He knows he wants to land on a bank shot here, so he's chosen the cross-side bank 3 shots ago. A little pinch draw here. Nice. Could have gone a bit further, but it's still okay. Needs to cut this with a 1 o'clock cue ball, high right, a touch of outside spin, just to make the angle play naturally, and run the cue ball for the 9. Ooh, just about made it, for the 9 in the bottom left corner. He's asked the ref to clean the cue ball. He knows this is a pivotal game. Pivotal shot. If he makes this 9, I think this match is done. It's all over. Unless Reza can come up with a few break and runs of his own. So this is a key ball here. He's gonna hit it hard too. He's made it. Beautiful.
第19局，叶剑林大金胜。
Another big gold from Yipkin Ling. And those 3 break and runs are what's pulling him way ahead of this match. Or in this match, rather. Reza Hassan can't do much. All he can do is sit and watch.
第20局，叶剑林开球。
The early stages of this match, there was a lot of back and forth. Reza Hassan had his chances to take the lead and pull ahead. He's missed a couple of silly shots, and that allowed Leo to regain his confidence, because he's lost it at some point in this match. But once he got his confidence back, his break has been the the big determining factor. In how this match has progressed. And once again, he has a chance for the big gold, for 10 points, if he can make this one ball. It's tricky, but it's well within his capabilities. Ooh, he's missed it. Was very close. He didn't sell out. Reza has to make something happen here. Unfortunately, all he has is a safety. I believe he can feather the one on the left hand side and maybe spin the cue ball out of the corner. Might be a little bit touchy, a little bit tricky, so he could choose to perhaps bank the one, a simple little safety, leave the one on the long rail, and oh, he's choosing to play a kick shot here. He wants to pot this ball. Oh boy. Well, yeah, that's not how you do it. I think Reza is a little bit frustrated now. He knows this match is slipping away from him. I don't see a problem on the table. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 7, 8, 9. Everything is there. And this could be another 8 points, including the foul. This is the kind of fouls you don't want to give. You don't want to foul on the one ball. It's okay to foul on another ball, but not on the one, because you potentially could lose 8 points with the small gold still in play. Leo played a good shot there. Chose to stun it one rail instead of going too far under, where the 5 comes into play. That was a smart move. Needs to make this 3 though. Punch it this cue ball out mid-table. Should be able to handle this. Okay, nicely done. I'm curious to see whether he follows this ball for short side, or whether he drags it with low left to try and... Yeah, he's following this simple play here. Oh, wow. That was a little twitchy, but he made it. Just like that. Got another chance here. Perfect. Gonna need his extension here. Well done. Good shot. Just about get there. He didn't hit that the cleanest, but I think he'll be happy with that. Even though he's shaking his head. Yeah, it looks like.
第20局，叶剑林小金胜。
Looks like another small gold. And it's fast becoming completely out of reach for Reza. We've got how many minutes left to go? Let me have a look. Not a lot. 21 minutes. 46-point lead. Still doable if he could come up with like 3 break runs in a row. But highly unlikely, especially since Reza is not finding good form on his break. We have a similar score on the other table. I think Andrew Paget is down by about 40 odd points or 30 points. So both semi-finals are a little bit lopsided in terms of scoring. And here we go. Leo, all of a sudden, even though he's made a ball, made an illegal break.
You break. 重新开球.
Okay, illegal break. Reza Hassan says, okay, you break. If you make an illegal break, let me try. I want to get the 10 points. And I think that's the best thing he could do. This could be a turning point, an illegal break. Okay. It's now or never for Reza Hassan. If he wants to have any chance of a comeback in this match, he's got 20 minutes to make at least 2 or 3 big goals. Can he do it? And if he hits them like this, he can. What a break. He's got the perfect opening shot on the 2 ball. He can certainly maneuver for the 3 ball in the side pocket. It's not too bad. It's not great though. He would have preferred a different angle. This could be a tricky little path he has to choose here. The 9 is in play here. If he's going around it, he could choose to go underneath it. Yeah, this is not that easy. And he's gonna go into the 6 maybe. Ooh, just missed the 6. He's done very well. As good as he could have hoped for on that situation, for sure. A 2 rail under and over. Oh, what a big bounce he just caught from the 2nd rail. Still alive though. He still can back cut this 5 and kill the cue ball for the 6 in the side. It's not that tough a shot. I've seen him play this shot many times. Yeah, good shot, good stroke. This is just what the doctor ordered for Reza Hassan. Little drag. Ooh, that was dangerously close to the 7. But he's made it okay. Needs to travel again. Up table. 2 rails. Spin. Right spin. There we go. I think Reza just has to free flow and free stroke here.
第21
He's done
局
well.
李莎哈山大金胜。
A break and run. His first of the match. He's 36 points behind. There's still plenty of time. About 18 minutes left. So he's gonna have to do a couple more of these to put the pressure on Leo. In the other match, adjacent table, Andrew Paget is trying to mount a comeback against the Taiwanese sensation, but it looks like it's turning out to be a bit of a grind now. Okay, another break. Another chance for big gold. I think Reza knows what he needs to do. He's hit the
第
last
22
one
局
really well.
李莎哈山开球。
What a strike that was. Beautiful hit. Ooh, unlucky. He's cut it just a little bit on the right hand side. And as a result, he's lost the cue ball. If the cue ball was mid-table, he would still have a chance. But as it stands, it's a safety behind the 8. Oh, he's short on pace. He's hit that too thick. He planned to get the cue ball under the 368, but he hasn't done it. I do believe there is a window. Okay, Leo's played for a containing safety. It's not bad, but honestly, I think it's not great. Reza can try and cross-side this ball, or lay him up again. He's gone for the cross-side, he's made it, and he might just have a window to pot the 3 in the side. So once again, Leo plays a very lax safety. Good pot by Reza, well done. That was not the simplest of pots because of the position of the cue ball. A little bit awkward. Yeah, he's landed good on this. Close to his work, that's what you want when playing balls on the cushion. A little draw shot here should get the job done. Nice. He needs a lucky bump here, a lucky rub, and he does. He gets it. And as often as it happens in this game, when one player is on the ropes, he starts to play without fear. He knows he's lost this match practically. So now it's just about having a bit of fun. And this is when the comeback can happen. Reza Hassan with another complete clearance, I think.
第22局李莎哈山小
I
金
think
胜。
he's got the small gold. Only 29 points in it, so he still needs at least 2 big golds to have a chance to come back. This was a really nice opening shot. on the adjacent table. Andrew Padgett is breaking, and he just made... Oh my goodness, he almost made the 9. That was as close as it can come. Not making it. He's still behind 38 to 65. So it's a little bit
第
closer.
23局，李莎哈山开球。
Reza Hassan desperately needs a good break here. Oh, and he smashed that one. Hit him really good. The one ball is moving. Come on, one ball. Does he have a line into the corner? I'm not sure. I think not. Oh, yeah, Reza went for a little bit of a wild shot. Maybe trying to make the 9, trying to make the 3. Yeah. He had to make something happen there. I think Leo might be playing a bank, or maybe playing a bit of safety. Yeah, he's playing a safety. And this time he got his mark, and that is a crucial safety. Oh, hold on a second, what's happening? Wow. Reza took a flyer, missed the ball, went 2 rails around it, and hit it on the second chance, and landed with a nice safety. A nice attempt by Leo, but he's not rewarded. And he set up another chance for a small gold run by Reza. Although Reza doesn't seem like he wants to try it. He wants to play another safety. I think he's trying to get a couple of points off safeties here before attempting to run the rack, which I think could backfire. A difficult jump coming up. The ball is pretty close. Wow, did he just make that? What a shot.
本场比赛结束。
Reza Hassan, with that shot, decides that enough is enough. An excellent performance by both players. Congratulations to Ling for advancing to the DUYA Legends International Tour Final. He will be back again later today at 4 p.m. local time. Great performance by both players, and congratulations to Reza Hassan for the semi-final. We will be back at 4 o'clock.